Hi, welcome back. Commander Daftry here, and today I'm going to talk to you about Megaship Infiltration Missions. Megaship Infiltration Missions involve travelling to a nearby megaship, which could be up to 50 light years away, scanning the ship log uplink, returning to the mission giver. Rewards range from between 200,000 and 1 million credits right from the beginning of the game. Megaship Infiltration Missions are a relatively low-risk activity and provide a good introduction to several gameplay elements such as the Data Link scanner, selecting sub-targets, Recon Limpets, Chaff launcher and heat sinks. They also synergize well with mapping high-value worlds along your route. So before we get into it, let's just take a look at the ship we're going to be doing this in. Okay, the core modules, essentially we've got A-rated throughout, with the exception of life support. We've got bi-reef shields, we've got a 2E cargo rack because I want to carry a couple more limpets. We need a fuel scoop. I've got a hull reinforcement package. I'd have rather got a D, but E's all they had here, so it's good enough, but ideally looking for a 1D. Recon Limpet controller, you don't need that to complete the missions, but you do need that to hack the hackable data transmitter or the comms links. The detailed surface scanner is there for us to be able to map high value planets along the way. I've equipped the hard points, but that's not really necessary for the missions. Usually if you get attacked, you're probably going to want to withdraw and come back to the area if you haven't completed your mission. In the utility slots, we've got the Chaff and heat sink. Both of them make it harder for you to be hit, and the heat sink prevents a bounty from being incurred when you're hacking the data transmitters or the comms array. So to find the mission, you go onto the mission board and you'll find the Megaship Infiltration Missions in either the operations or the support categories. They appear in both. And if we have a look down here, we're looking for these Infiltrate the Data Link missions, and there's quite a few there, which is good. And you see they fluctuate in value. We've actually got a couple for about 1 million credits, which is excellent. I'm tempted to grab 3. So once you've grabbed the missions, what you want to do is make a note of all the megaships and the sectors they're in. And the reason we're doing this is because if you're stacking, what can happen sometimes with these is the wrong mission gets marked as complete. So what you want to do is keep a separate list so that if that happens, you can actually just continue to work through your list. As long as you do scan all the correct megaships in the correct systems, it will mark all the missions as complete when you're finished. So just bear that in mind if you do decide to stack. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is plot the route. So here we are on the galaxy map, and we've got the 3 sectors outlined. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to head for the one that's furthest away. So this is area Rainy first. I'm going to head for that one. And what I suggest you do, if you want to map high value stars as well, you've got 2 choices here. You can plot, if you just want to get there as efficiently as possible, I would recommend highlighting the KGB foam planets. These are all fuel scoopable stars, and then mark it as economical, recalculate the route, and that will give you the most efficient route across all fuel scoopable stars, which is quite important with the Sidewinder. You don't want to be hitting too many stars that you can't scoop from because it doesn't have much range. But if you're looking for high value planets and you want to maximise the amount of those you find, what I suggest you go for is the AF, G and K. Okay, and then just reset this, and now it's taken a slightly different route, but it's trying to prioritise the stars that are more likely to have high value worlds in them. So we take a slight detour, but potentially we'll make more credits because we'll find some more Earth-like worlds and water worlds and things like that. If you'd like more details on that, please check out my other video called Discovering and Mapping High Value Worlds. Okay, so once you arrive in the mission system, you might want to take the option to dock at a station prior to your mission. There's 2 reasons you might want to do this: to sell some of the mapping data you've accumulated, because the last thing you want to do is head to the megaship, get destroyed and lose any mapping data you've collected along the way, but you also might need to top up on Recon Limpets. If you have a look at the stations and look at the features, you're looking for a station with the exploration to sell your data and the restock in order to restock your limpets. So you find the megaship through the navigation menu, and if you filter for points of interest, make sure points of interest are selected, then you should see the megaship appear there. If you don't, you'll need to use the full spectrum scanner to actually map the planets, or alternatively you can head to the nav beacon and scan that, and that should cause it to reveal. Once you then go back into the navigation menu, you should see the megaship there. Okay, once you arrive at the megaship, we need to select it and scan it with the data link scanner. Once we've done this, we should be able to find the ship log uplink as we get closer, when we do it through the contacts page. There it is. I'm just going to turn the night vision on. Might find that a bit useful. And you want to get within 200 meters and then scan it with your data link scanner.
Mission objective complete.
And that's mission complete. Now some ships don't have hackable data links or hackable comms arrays, but most of them do. So if there are any, as an optional, you can go and scan them and get some encoded materials.
Hostile ships in range. Any nearby pilots? We need help.
And here comes the raid. So the raid always kicks off shortly after you arrive. Enemy NPC ships will sometimes engage you. If they do, you need to deploy the Chaff and exit the area via super cruise. A heat sink might also help. The other thing I just wanted to check, there is sometimes a bug with the missions in that the wrong mission gets updated. Yeah, so you can see this is the one we've completed, but it's still saying there's an active mission there. That marker now should be pointing to NLTT 57216. So as long as you've got your missions on here, what we'll see now is, look, it thinks NLTT 5726 is the one we completed, which it isn't, and that's wrong. As long as we go to NLTT 572216 and scan HR17, it'll be fine and all the missions will be updated correctly. So just bear that in mind. It's a little bit confusing. Like I say, as long as you write everything down in a list and just stick to your list, you'll be absolutely fine. Hackable data transmitter, there we go. Oh, look at that. None for ages and then they all come at once. So let's go and check these bad boys out. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to head up to 200 meters. And the first thing we need to do is scan it. Then what we want to do is target the subsystem, see Limpet docking point, and you can also get that in this target menu here. You can select that, and then once we've targeted that, we're going to launch a Limpet at it. But before we start hacking, what we want to do is engage silent running.
Shields offline.
Otherwise we'll invoke a fine. And now we just need to keep an eye on our temperature and pop a heat sink.
Recon limpet failed.
Ooh. Right.
Warning. Temperature critical.
So we'll try and
Programming limpet drone. Warning. Taking heat damage. Recon limpet Failed.
Ooh, it's not happy with that one. Not having much fun. Not having much luck, should I say.
Heatsink deployed.
Let's try transmitter 1. So we hit this with a data link scanner. Try again with a limpet.
Shields offline. Silent running. Programming limpet drone.
Unfortunately, we're running out of limpets.
Recon limpet. Link established.
Aha! There we go.
Warning. Temperature critical. Warning. Taking heat damage.
Okay.
Heatsink deployed.
Excellent. So we completed the hack. And we got some modified embedded firmware, which is really good. We're back at base. Let's see how we did. So it took about 2 hours. So about 2.6 million on the missions. So that was pretty good. And then on the universal cartographics, this is all the planets we managed to map. And there you go, 13 million. Which is pretty amazing, I think. Look at that, 8 million just for NLT 57216. Wow. Wow, that was an amazing system. That was the mission system. That was one of the mission systems we had to go to. So there you go. Take a detailed surface scanner. Look how much more money you could make. And it's even more impressive, bearing in mind I've been operating in this area already for several days, and I've already made around 25-30 millions worth of mapping planet data that I could go on another mission, another set of missions, and pull in another 13-14 million, which is absolutely fantastic. So really happy with that. Turned out way better than I thought.
Incoming message.
Yeah, so I'm up to 50 million credits, and all I've really done is fly around, scan a few megaships, and map a bunch of planets. Easy money. Ship log uplink can only be scanned once per megaship. I don't think I've had another mission for the same megaship yet, but if that changes I'll probably add something in the notes just to let people know. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful, and you know, I'd like to hear from you. How did you find the megaship missions, and is there anything you would do a little differently? Leave a comment down below. I'll be really interested to hear from you. This is Commander Dafttree signing off. Until next time, take care, Commanders.